para allá. Ah, digamos que hay gente. Caminar.
Tengo frío. No es frío, por favor.
Es que el avión va a caer ahí. Es que el avión se estrelló ahí en el edificio ese, ¿eh?
Ajá. A ver qué le hago. Oh, no sé, no puede hablar, no. Oh, sí, sí puede hablar.
Hard one to meet, isn't she? I tell you that. Put her right.
Oh.
You too. Tends to go both ways.
Qué malo. Me voy así y me dan la mano del otro lado.
Es de los antiguos. Mira.
Ah, Dios mío, qué rico de hacer eso. The information booth, first day security, blah, blah, blah. Okay, engine. Tram Tour, okay, pues acá hay que quedar, ¿verdad? ¿Queremos acá?
¿Qué?
Ajá, Studio Center, sí. Vamos. Queremos ir acá, fijar, vamos. Oh, ahí está el luz.
Subite.
Una foto.
Ok. ¿Quieres subir un ratito y después tomamos la foto? Subite y después tomamos la foto.
Ojalá que hubiera gustado. Me hubiera gustado esto. ¿No crees usted? Hubiera visto los picapiedras, lo que le fascina a él. Y le hubiera visto, le hubiera gustado los baños.
Enjoy your stay here at Universal Studios, Hollywood.
Oh, miren. Allá.
Escalator and strollers. As you step onto the escalator, please hold the handrail at all times and stand in the center of the steps, avoiding the sides. For your convenience, our elevator is located to the right of the escalator, which will take you to the plaza area of our Backlot Tram Tour. There is no smoking on our elevator or escalators, so please take a moment to Por favor, cuide de
safety, small children should be seated toward the center of the row, away from the outside gate. Please be aware some of the exciting special effects you'll see today may be too intense for young children. Please stand clear. This tram is not a party. All right, we're underway. Again, my name is Betty. Your driver's name is Barney. On behalf of MCA, we'd like to welcome you on board the Super Tram, presented by Texaco. Now, before we go too much further, I want to mention a couple of things for your comfort and safety. There's no smoking, please. Stay seated while the tram is moving. Keep your arms and legs inside at all times, but if you drop something over the side or have an emergency, you can just reach overhead and pull the emergency cord. It runs along the center of the ceiling of every tram car. If you place litter on the tram floor, we'll take care of it for you later. And you want to have your camera out, ready to shoot. I'll be pointing out some great photo opportunities along the way. We invite you to take all the pictures you like, as long as they're not for commercial use. But during the tram ride, we will encounter some great creative illusions and live special effects, which may involve sudden tram movements, loud noises, and the possibility of getting wet. Some of the exciting special effects you'll see today may be too intense for young children, so be prepared. Today you'll not only see the world of movie making, you'll feel it. We're just about to pass under one of the largest escalator systems in the world, beginning on the left side of the hill, continuing down the right side. We're environmentally conscious, so we put a giant pond out there where the grassy areas today. You might remember the bad guys hoverboarding across the water. Our set designers plan to come back here in the actual year of 2015 to see how close they came to predicting the future. Please take your seats. We're going to take you across the street from small-town Middle America to New York City. Keep your eyes on the cinema ticket booth building as we pass it on the left. It suddenly turns into a church. We have only built the fronts of our buildings. We use these facades for exterior city settings, chase scenes. Sometimes we need more control of the lighting and sound for a city shot note, so we'll build an entire section of a city in a sound stage. We've done that up ahead. Have your camera ready. Turn on your flash. Strange things have been going on in here.
Okay.
Holding the cables that support the bridge. The bridge is down! You're enraging the beast! I'll take a picture. Cars are still trapped on the bridge. That bridge could go at any moment. The hillside in a wilderness state, so we can still shoot Marty, would you take us on up the hill instead, please, honey? We'll take you to see something else. What we're going to do is take you to... What's everybody looking at? Marty, what are you doing? Marty, we can't go over the bridge. The thing's falling apart. Marty's got a glazed look on his face, and he keeps saying, bridge, bridge. Everybody keep your arms, legs, and heads inside. Stay seated, remain calm. Don't look at the beam on the right that's completely collapsed. Just... What was that? Did you hear that? Uh-oh.
I love you.
Our bridge was actually built in the 70s, operates with hydraulics, and will now rebuild itself.
Ahí lo puedes poner. Está haciendo de vuelta.
Our bridge has appeared in episodes of The $6 Million Man, Quantum Leap, Murder, She Wrote, and The Bionic Woman. In fact, for one of the scenes of The Bionic Woman, we wanted to show her jumping from the bank up onto the bridge. The way we created that effect was by having a stunt woman step off the bridge backward and fall into a safety mattress waiting down below. So that way all we had to do was reverse the footage to make it look like she jumped up. But for one of the takes of the effect, we forgot to tie down our stunt woman's long hair, which is He's parked next to the Mousemobile from Uncle Buck. We also have Soapbox Derby Racers and Little Rascals. Mr. T's van from the A-Team. Please stay seated while the tram is moving. Mr. T's van begins a row of futuristic picture cars from the second Back to the Future movie. These cars set the scene for 2015 just by placing them under the clock tower. Which one of these cars is not like the other? On the left is Barney and Betty Rubble's house. On the left is the miniature of Kevin Costner's catamaran from Waterworld. Tonight, when you're hot, tired, cranky, go to a cool theater. Take in Waterworld. It's such a fast-paced action flick that will revitalize you the way Jurassic Park did. Coming up on the left is the Jeep that was attacked by T-Rex. We also have all-terrain vehicles from Earth 2 on NBC. But all of these cars are picture cars. That's any car that appears in the TV show or movie. It doesn't have to have an engine, doesn't even have to be able to drive. They're mostly used just for setting the scene. Other scenes are even easier to set. We just spread dirt over the pavement to transform this hill into the Appian Way for Spartacus. And you guys, go rent Spartacus. If you haven't seen that film, I'll make you understand why Kirk Douglas flash floods. So aim your camera at the hill. Cover up any belongings that you don't want to get wet. Feel free to stand up here if you'd like.
¿Puedes parar? ¿Para?
Basic and Mel Gibson. The flood effect is created by dumping thousands of gallons of recycled water from tanks in the hill. The rain comes from sprinklers on the rooftops and hidden in the trees. We aim our sprinklers straight up so the rain will fall more naturally. We've had a long time to perfect taking rain in Southern California. That tree's all part of the show. That's Hollywood. Please take your seat. We're going to put as much distance between me and that joke as possible. In fact, we're going to cross the border. This is old New Mexico, where Three Amigos filmed at the Orion production with Steve Martin, Martin Short, Chevy Chase. Janet Jackson's Escapade video shot here too. But as quickly as that, we can take you all back across the border to the States. We're going back to a different time. Up ahead is the Old West. This is also the original Universal Studios. More movies are shot in this